Hey y'all, I'm Karen Mayer Cunningham, the special education boss. If you've ever felt confused, overwhelmed, or just plain frustrated at the 504 IEP table, you are in the right place. Every week, I'm breaking down the rules, the rights, and the realities of special education so you can walk into meetings informed, empowered, and ready to make real change. And whether you're a parent, a teacher, an advocate, a school-based member, or somebody who's just trying to do right by a student, this podcast gives you straight talk, real answers, and tools that you can use immediately. I'm not here to play politics. I'm not here to play sides. I'm here to train people who sit at the table and teach you how to follow the law, ask the right questions, and protect the rights of students. So go ahead and hit subscribe, share this with a friend, and you know what? Meet me back here every single week. We're not just talking about change. We're making it. Because when you know better, you do better. And when we get it right for the child, we get it right for everybody. Hello. How is everybody in the great world? Good. Hopefully you guys are all well behaved. I'm not so much. I'm well behaved. I'm just short fused. Right. My patience is like running low with people. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. My daughter is twice exceptional, autism, epilepsy, and gifted. Her school is having a Special Olympics Games, but she is not being allowed to participate. They are only allowing students who are in general ed less than 40%. She can't participate in general ed sports due to her disability and is not allowed to do Special Olympics due to her being gifted. She is allowed to participate in our county Special Olympics. Is there anything that I can do?
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, obviously the Special Olympics have very specific parameters. It's not part of the IEP, but certainly I would reach out to whoever's in leadership there and ask if they can give you more information about why she's not being allowed to participate.
All right, last one, then we're going to rapid fire them.
Okay.
If a co-taught course is in high school students' IEP under supplementary aids and services, but there's not enough staff for that course to run as a co-taught class, is that a violation of the IEP?
We deliver the IEP based on the conformity of it. What is the conformity? What we signed off on last year. So, looks like you're starting your own co-taught class in the principal's office.
Is it discrimination if a general education teacher doesn't want to address a SPED student?
Address? You mean like have a SPED student in their class?
Correct.
So we had a teacher tell us the other day, I don't want any more SPED kids in my class. Oh, then you're in the wrong field, ma'am. You should work in a warehouse where there aren't humans.
What is the timeline for a FOIA request?
What is the timeline? So a FOIA request can be as far back as you want, but the more records you ask for, the more longer it could take, and there might be a higher investment for you to receive them.
Child continues to have severe behaviors on a bus after an IEP meeting. What can be done?
So behaviors on a bus have nothing to do with an IEP meeting. I assume at the IEP meeting we address what we need to do to pivot to address those behaviors. I assume that we did an FBA, but a meeting won't change a child's behavior on the bus.
Should I be concerned that when I'm doing a records request that CC the district's attorney?
That's what they're going to do. Your records request, your state complaint, your federal complaints, your due process goes straight to an attorney, and they should.
For dyslexia, student has a 504 teacher and the special education teacher is denying student feedback as an accommodation. How can this be written?
So if the accommodation is student feedback, then you give the accommodation. If you haven't written it, then you need to write it in the document.
How are districts normal when requesting an out-of-district placement with the lawyer already in tow?
Oh, they're excited. They're like, this sounds great. They're very sober meetings, and they should be. It won't be one meeting. You have to have the data that supports that no other placement inside of the entire district would be appropriate for that child based on the acuity of their disability.
What type of placement would you suggest for a student who does not qualify for SDC services but is not able to thrive in a full-size classroom?
Well, so, I mean, there's a difference between self-contained and general ed. So the reason we have a continuum of services is because we have kids that have continuum of needs. So did we try in-class support? Did we try in-class support with co-taught? Did we try in-class support with parent support? Did we try in-class support with a person just for that student? Did we try resource? Did we try giving them some education and then some really, expected breaks? There's a lot of different things that we can try.
As an educator, what action should be taken if a school continues to remove students without documenting it?
I think you call Karen. I mean, that's, when there's a systemic complaint, you're probably going to need representation to file on that, but we file on systemic violations all day long, and then we go and do, what do we do? A press conference.
We love a good press conference.
We love a good press conference.
What are the consequences for a school that isn't providing testing accommodations in the IEP?
The consequence only comes after you've brought it to somebody's attention. So hopefully that can be brought to somebody's attention in the district. I was at a district meeting the other day and I said, I would like to resolve this problem at the IEP table. That would be my first hope. But if we can't resolve it at this table, then we take it on up the ladder. So, that would be an immediate state complaint if you can't resolve it at the district level.
What is the time frame allotted under IDA or FERPA to receive a copy of educational records?
So there is no timeline, right? So if you decide that you want your child's educational records, then you provide a robust explanation of what you're looking for. The law says that they have to give them to you.
Student brings home F's that is ID. Is that okay?
No.
Initial 504 meeting, eval found child average. What should I expect or have with me?
Average in what? So first, did we do a robust FIE? If your FIE is 15 pages long or less, you got janked. So make sure that you first had a robust FIE. And then average, is it average as relates to other disabled peers? You should also know that average is sometimes in the 15th percentile. So when you're going over the evaluation, they tell you their average, ask for the percentile. Because when I sit in a meeting with new parents and it says, oh, he's got an 86, that's fantastic. I'm like, it's not. It's the 16th percentile. If I was in the 16th percentile of paying my mortgage, I'd be homeless. If I was in the 16th percentile of going to work, I'd be unemployed. And if I was in the 16th percentile of paying my car payment, I would be a walker. So make sure you understand what average is. That was a good question, wasn't it?
It was.
With a really good answer.
It was. How can I help explain to my team that LRE doesn't always start in 100% general ed?
Because the word LRE never even says the word general ed. Say it with me. LRE doesn't say the word general ed, so we should probably stop saying that. It doesn't even say it. Thank you, Dr. Mitchell Yell.
I'm going to say, you can always go back and watch those webinars with Dr. Yell on our YouTube. And a lot of people have been asking where they can rewatch the lives. Special Education Academy YouTube channel has all of our previous lives posted, and all of our webinars where we had guests on them, all of our webinars with Dr. Mitchell Yell, our webinar with the hostage negotiators, our webinar with the amazing Dr. Olenek. They're all on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch those.
And you all need to go to Special Education Academy YouTube channel and subscribe.
Go to all of our platforms. And, I'll tell you, I'll break them down, because, that's my job.
She's a breaker downer.
Okay, I'm going to break it down, all right? So TikTok, you're going to get all the videos, right? If you want all the information on trainings, webinars, everything that's coming up, you want to follow Special Education Boss on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to post all that information all the time with the links on how to register. On TikTok, the links are going to always be in her link tree and her bio. YouTube, same thing. But always make sure you're following Special Education Boss on Facebook and Instagram, because that's where you will get the most up-to-date information on when all of her trainings are, where she's going to be in the nation. All right, let's finish this one with a banger.
Okay. Can we make it? I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to answer. So how would people opt into our email base? Because then you would never leave our base of knowledge.
So there's two ways. There's a spot you can sign up for on the website to get your email notifications, and then if you email me, I automatically add you to the list. So you're welcome.
What's your email?
My email is at specialeducationacademy.com.
Thank you.
Tell me when to stop so I can ask your last question.
Okay, last question.
How do we obtain your services for attending an IEP or 504 meeting?
Yeah, just reach out to advocate at specialeducationacademy.com.
Look.
All right, I love you guys. If you need something, let us know. And when we get it right for the child, we get it right for everybody. Hit subscribe, share this with a friend, and you know what? Meet me back here every single week. We're not just talking about change, we're making it. Because when you know better, you do better. And when we get it right for the child, we get it right for everybody.